Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Professor Bauer. Welcome to week 3 of ICT 4670, Disaster Recovery and Business Continuity Planning. Good work so far. Everybody's staying on top. I like the interaction in the Zoom class. Appreciate a couple of people each week stepping up and being able to prepare something to share with the rest of the class. I like that spirit. I think we have a good group and we're learning a lot. Let's just briefly, and I do mean briefly, the videos have been too long lately, so I don't want to bore you to disaster. Overview and objectives. We'll look at the assignment and finally post the discussion questions for class this week. We're going to look at the key components of the disaster recovery and business continuity plan. This class is going to feel like project management. It's got that feel to me, and I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago. This is starting to feel a little like project management, and that's not an accident. I think the processes that you go through, I'm not talking about, if it has to be exactly like PMBOK or something like that, but the core things that you have to do to pull off a good project are the kinds of things that you have to do in these cases as well. I think the big thing is the institutional will or the DNA or the corporate sponsorship, and all that boils down to are people going to pay the money? I think given the proliferation of ransomware, of a lot of other kinds of hacks that are going on, you'd have to be really corporately malfeasant to ignore these kinds of costs. And you're a CIO or a CISO, you certainly want to be paying attention. All right, so the overview, the learning objectives, I won't read them for you, but they're right out of the module for this week. We'll look at initiating a disaster recovery and business continuity project. Boy, that sounds a whole lot like project, NEX project initiation, what you have to do to get ready. Yeah, there are a couple of wrinkles, but like I mentioned earlier, my practical experience in this is getting the executive sponsorship. Once you have that, then it's downhill from there. The reading assignments are chapter 3 in the online book. You're talking about initiation, project success, what the components are, etc. Things that if you've taken the 4100 or some of the other project courses here at DU, or the PMI training, or you got your PMP, this stuff is old hat. Okay, the 2 questions that we'll be working on for discussion in Wednesday's class. Identify the key contributor roles. Wow, did I just tell you what that was? Associated with the project. Discuss their responsibilities part of the disaster recovery and the BC project. Discuss the various requirements that must be captured for a project. Okay, so those things shouldn't be too difficult to come up with. Let's discuss them. Be prepared to come with your A game in our discussion on Wednesday night. And then the second question is identify the key components. So people, components of the plan. What is project success? Getting funding, getting something that works, practicing it. Hit on those kinds of things, and I think you're going to be, because this is not a one-time deal, as most of us know. I heard someone say it's a lot like washing your car. It looks good, and then just a little while later, like, wow, how did all that dirt get on there? So keep that in mind. The recommendations for evaluating the discussion, and by the way, y'all are doing great now, so don't worry about that. But the rubrics are here if in case you wanted to know that. And we'll see you in class on Wednesday. Thanks a lot. Do good work. Bye-bye now.